And just to finish the video that I was making, if you want to mess with a spirit, do what you gotta do, but just know something. They've been studying you too long. They know you better than you know yourself. And oh yeah, quick little situation since I learned one of my family members was doing this to speak to her mom, and her mom unfortunately passed away years back. God rest her soul, because that was my aunt. Um, you know them little things called Ouija boards or Ujawe boards. Little thing y'all should know about that. Those were crafted by witches and people that did witchcraft way back in the older times, so they could contact the devil or whoever they were trying to contact, and anyone who passed away. That's what that was for. Now I'm gonna say all witches were not bad, but because of the ignorance of the older times, meaning when people used to cook on stoves and pots and didn't have TV, like way back when pitchforks and um, torches and shit was a thing. Basically that far back. Anyway, the purpose of an Ujawe or a Ouija board was to contact. Okay, hear what I'm saying, not just what I said. Hear what I'm saying. The purpose of a Ouija board was to contact the spirit world. Um, Here's the only little problem with that. It's a world that the human eyes cannot see. So you could be thinking you're contacting your loved one, but here's the thing. This is going to scare you, but it's a reality. When you're summoning something from the other side, there's a lot of other sides. Like you got heaven, you got hell, you got portals, you got realms, you got dimensions, different universes, all this kind of stuff. So when you're, oh, let me so and so and such and such, please be aware. It's not just the person you're contacting that can hear you. Things in hell can hear you. Things in heaven can hear you. Things in different realms, portals, and different universes can hear you. Not just the person you contacted. So here's the thing. You don't know what or who is actually responding to you, because a spirit or an entity can sound and look like the person that you think you're talking to. They can take that person's form, look like that person, sound like that person, all that. Just to lure you in so they can possess you or, try to mislead you into doing evil and wrong. And then you're like, why you do that? Oh, my loved one told me to do it. My loved one told me to do it. Just to come to find out that is not what happened. Like, them things are like, you're dialing phone numbers to spirits and you don't know who or what is answering you. See, but the thing about humans that's so just wrong is the fact that your need to be connected and valued and loved is so strong. Like, for prime example, and I'm probably gonna pull a couple people's cards when I say this, but it need to get said. The reason why a lot of people sin is out of attention they didn't get when they were coming up, or because they lost someone that they love, or something really bad happened to them. So instead of them just dealing with the situation, they find any other way to cope with it, something that makes them feel better or heals their hurt, which really it ain't healing you. All it's doing for the time being is just adjusting you away from what was wrong until that high goes away, and then you come back to the reality of how depressed you really are. That's why so many people need to talk to their loved ones and see them, because once that person's taken from you, now you feel like, what's the point of me being alive, or what's the point of me trying to do better? I was trying to live because of this person or this situation. Once it's taken from you, now you feel hopeless. So I'm just saying, not to offend, but the truth is what the truth is. That's why so many people become successful. That's why so many people got degrees. That's why some people become alcoholics. People become addicted to sex and a bunch of other stuff. Because instead of them dealing with what's wrong the right way, they deal with what's wrong the wrong way, which leads to a lot of other unfortunate events. Anywho, but yeah, so them spirits and them entities, technically, let me just put it this way. They're like every human has a scroll in both heaven and hell. In hell, them demons are looking at everything you fear, everything you think, everything you know, everything you think you know. What you love, what you hate, what pisses you off, what makes you happy, all that. In heaven, same thing, same scroll. But it's Jesus and the Father and other angelic beings looking over this stuff. And there's constantly this thing called, as you know, a spiritual warfare that goes on, which means demons are in hell studying you so they know how to get to you and trigger you. So whenever their aura or their negative energy runs down, which it does, they're feeding off of them. They're basically, hell is feeding off of humans' negativity, man's negligence, man's anger, all man's evil deeds to keep them existing. The second humanity stops doing evil, all the evil entities and spirits and shit kind of just die off. Because they have no reason to exist because man stops doing evil, which gives them they don't feed off your energy. So whenever an entity feels like it's getting weak, it'll go to your scroll, see what pisses you off, see what angers you, throw that in your way, and then feed off your anger. That's pretty much why that's happening. Anyway, yeah. So that's why I say be careful who you think you're talking to, because when you're calling them things, you don't know who or what you're calling and for the purpose of what. And then something might convince you to give your soul to it, like, oh, I'm your loved one. If you really love me, follow me and do so and so. Like, I don't know the best example, but just to put it this way, if you truly want to honor me, go do these evil deeds, and I'll always come back to you. What you don't know is you're actually doing the devil's work, and the entity is disguising itself as your loved one and causing you to do evil, which is secretly making you sell out your being, which is causing you to become evil. Yeah, I'm spitting some things right now. Anyway, but yeah, like I was saying, so if you think you're wise, try the spirit world. It will teach you that your wisdom is nothing. Really, it's nothing. And oh yeah, just want to say this, just so it's understood. Anyone on this earth that acts, what's the word I'm thinking of? They act not immoral. They act insane. Them people are not insane. What it's called is they are woke. And they are seeing things that are veiled from normal human eyes. And there's actually people that have experienced spiritual things, but because they couldn't handle it, they started ignoring it. Then they call people that see it, that do handle it, they call them crazy. These people are called psychiatrists. Yeah. They've had a lot of weird experiences, so they try to get a degree to explain it away. They're called psychologists. They're called psychiatrists and therapists and psychological people with degrees of psychology. Yep, and little do y'all know, a lot of them go to psychologists and therapists to deal with the patients that they got. And also, just to say, it's like talking to the Pope and about your sin. Them same people that are sitting there mocking you about your issues have a lot of their own. But to feel superior about their own problems, they sit there and listen to yours. You know what? This person really is a dumbass. This person's really a screw up. I really ain't that bad. Well, let me sit here and judge him secretly or her secretly. That's what that is. Now, you got some good, but a lot of them are crooked. A lot of them only became a therapist or a psychologist just to judge what's wrong with you, throw medication at you, and call you crazy. Basically, that's what that is. And they can't handle the fact that you're woke to your senses and you're seeing what human eyes cannot see. So, yeah. But anywho, that's all I had to say about that one. And oh yeah, one more thing. Humans had this thing called what was it called again? It's free will of the flesh, not the spirit, which means the mind and the concept of a human being intelligent. It's called free will intelligence, basically. Okay, that's a rock. That's a squirrel. That's a tree. What the hell is that thing? My point. The human intelligence level is only intelligent as long as you know what you're seeing. The second you see something that looks abnormal, what the hell? I have no idea. And you can have every degree in the world, see something abnormal, not know what it is. That's when your intelligence stops. Just saying. You're intelligent until you see something that makes you dumb. Now you gotta figure out what it is. Like, for example, like I said about religious people, they only believe in the spirit until the spirit proves that it exists. Now they're afraid of it and don't want to believe in it anymore. Or basically, like Christians, they only believe in Jesus until he shows himself. Now they're afraid and don't want to believe no more. So I'm just saying, if it hurts, then it'll heal you. If it don't hurt, either you're woke or you're ignoring the situation. So, yeah. Alright, I'm out.